Pi coin is making headlines again. But this time, it's not good news. The price has dropped sharply. It's down 30% in April alone. Many investors are worried. Is this a temporary dip or a sign of things to come? The cryptocurrency world is watching closely. Pi coin has millions of users. It's trying to be different. It wants to be the everyday person's crypto. But this latest crash has shaken confidence. The big question, is Pi coin about to break out or break down? Let's take a closer look at what's happening. We'll examine the factors at play, and we'll explore what the future might hold for Pi coin. Pi coin's journey has been anything but smooth. From the very beginning, it was clear that this cryptocurrency would not follow a typical path. Unlike established coins like Bitcoin or Ethereum, Pi coin entered the scene with a unique approach and a lot of uncertainty. It started with a lot of hype. The promise of a new accessible digital currency that anyone could mine on their phone captured the imagination of millions around the world. Social media buzzed with excitement, and early adopters spread the word quickly. The mobile mining idea caught on quickly. People who had never invested in crypto before were suddenly part of a growing community, tapping their phones daily to earn Pi. People could earn Pi just by using their phones. This low barrier to entry made it incredibly popular, especially among younger users, and those in countries where traditional mining was out of reach. When Pi coin launched on mainnet in late 2023, prices went wild. The anticipation had built up for years, and when trading finally began, the market responded with a frenzy. On unofficial markets, Pi was trading as high as $70. But it didn't last. The price was driven by speculation, and there was little real-world utility at first. The price fluctuated throughout 2024. Investors watched nervously as the value swung up and down, sometimes within hours. Many hoped for stability, but volatility became the norm. It bounced between $30 and $50. For months, Pi coin seemed to find a rhythm, but uncertainty lingered. Some saw opportunity, while others worried about a potential crash. In early 2025, things seemed to be stabilizing. The wild swings slowed, and the market appeared to be finding its footing. The price hovered between $35 and $40. Investors began to hope that Pi coin had matured, and some even predicted a bright future ahead. For a brief moment, confidence returned to the community. Online forums filled with optimism, and some users started using Pi for small transactions and peer-to-peer trades. Then April hit. The price plummeted. In just a matter of days, the value of Pi coin collapsed, sending shockwaves through the entire crypto world. It reached a low of about 62 cents. Holders who had once dreamed of big profits now faced devastating losses, and panic spread across social media. This recent crash is a big deal. It's not just a blip, it's a turning point for Pi coin and its entire community. It's wiped out gains from earlier this year. Many who bought in at higher prices are now left with heavy losses, and the mood has shifted from excitement to uncertainty. It's left many investors wondering what will happen next. Will Pi coin recover, or is this the end of the road for one of crypto's most talked about experiments? One major event shook Pi coin in April. A massive token unlock. 100 million Pi coin entered the market. This had a predictable effect. It increased the supply. And when supply goes up, price often goes down. This unlock was planned. It's part of Pi's strategy to distribute tokens. But it still put downward pressure on the price. Some investors saw it coming. They sold their Pi in anticipation. This added to the selling pressure. But the unlock is not the only factor. The broader crypto market experienced volatility in early 2025. This uncertainty spilled over into the Pi ecosystem. Plus, Pi coin is still waiting for major exchange listings. This limits its accessibility, and it creates uncertainty for investors. Technical analysis offers some clues about Pi coin's future. Right now, the charts are painting a mixed picture. On the one hand, Pi coin is trading near a strong support level of about 60 cents. This could mean buyers are stepping in. They're trying to prevent the price from falling further. However, there are also warning signs. The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, a momentum indicator, is showing oversold conditions. This suggests the sell-off may be overextended. A bounce could be on the horizon. Looking ahead, there's a key resistance level at around $3.29. This is a price point where Pi struggled to break through earlier this year. If Pi can climb back above this level, it could signal a bullish trend reversal. So, what do the experts think about the current state of Pi network and its recent price movements? As the crypto world buzzes with speculation, analysts and investors are weighing in with a wide range of perspectives, each bringing their own experience and insight to the table. Well, opinions are definitely divided. Some see opportunity, while others urge caution. The debate is lively, with passionate arguments on both sides. On one hand, some analysts believe the recent price drop is actually a healthy correction, a necessary breather after a period of rapid growth. They point out that volatility is a natural part of any emerging market, especially in the world of cryptocurrencies, and that these corrections can help shake out weak hands and set the stage for more sustainable gains. These optimists argue that the recent token unlock was not only expected but essential. By increasing the circulating supply, they say, Pi Network is paving the way for greater liquidity and long-term stability. In their view, this move could attract more institutional interest and make the ecosystem more robust, ultimately benefiting all participants. On the other hand, there are experts who remain a bit more cautious, if not outright skeptical. They warn that not all corrections are healthy, and that some could signal deeper issues within the project or the market itself. These skeptics often point to the slow pace of Pi Network's development. Despite the project's ambitious goals, progress has sometimes lagged behind expectations, leaving some investors frustrated and uncertain about the future. And honestly, they're concerned about the lack of real-world use cases for Pi Coin. Without clear applications or widespread adoption, they argue, it's difficult to justify the current valuation or to see a path toward mainstream success. Rananjay Singh, a well-known crypto analyst, recently weighed in on the situation. He pointed out that the 60-cent support level is a positive technical sign, suggesting that there is still strong interest from buyers at that price point. But Singh also acknowledged the significant challenges facing Pi Network. He noted that the project must overcome skepticism, regulatory hurdles, and the ever-present competition in the crypto space. He emphasized the urgent need for greater adoption and real utility. Without these, he warned, even the strongest technical support levels may not hold in the long run. So overall, the expert consensus is pretty mixed right now. Some are bullish, betting on Pi Network's potential, while others remain bearish, worried about its ability to deliver. There's kind of a wait-and-see attitude among both investors and analysts. Many are holding their breath, watching closely for the next big development or announcement. For now, everyone is waiting for Pi Network to deliver on its promises and prove whether it can truly become a major player in the crypto world. The Pi Coin community is buzzing with activity. Sentiment is mixed. Many early adopters remain optimistic. They believe in the project's vision of creating a more inclusive and accessible cryptocurrency. They're definitely encouraged by the growing user base and are patiently waiting for major exchange listings. However, some users are expressing frustration. They're concerned about the lack of communication from the Pi Network team, and they're questioning the timeline for full mainnet functionality. Social media is filled with debates. Some users are urging patience, reminding everyone that Rome wasn't built in a day. Others are calling for greater transparency and faster development. The Pi Network team acknowledges the community's concerns. They've promised more updates and announcements in the coming months. Where could Pi Coin go from here? As the cryptocurrency world continues to evolve at a rapid pace, Pi Coin stands at a crossroads, with its future hanging in the balance. Investors, enthusiasts, and skeptics alike are all watching closely, wondering which direction this unique digital asset will take. Will it rise to new heights, or will it struggle to find its place in an increasingly crowded market? Let's explore two possible scenarios that could shape the destiny of Pi Coin in the coming months and years. First, Scenario 1, the Breakout. Imagine a future where Pi Coin overcomes its recent setbacks and begins to gain serious momentum. In this optimistic outlook, Pi Coin bounces back from the recent dip, showing resilience and renewed strength. The community rallies together, spreading positive sentiment across social media and crypto forums. The 60-cent support level holds firm, acting as a foundation for renewed growth. Buyers gain confidence and the price starts to climb steadily, attracting attention from both retail and institutional investors. Pi Network announces major partnerships with established tech companies and secures listings on top-tier cryptocurrency exchanges. These developments bring in a wave of new investors, eager to be part of the next big thing in crypto. The price surges past its all-time high, and Pi becomes a major player in the cryptocurrency market. Media coverage intensifies and Pi-coin is mentioned alongside giants like Bitcoin and Ethereum. The project's vision of accessible, mobile-first mining starts to gain mainstream acceptance, and the community celebrates its newfound success. Now, Scenario 2, the struggle continues. Not every story has a happy ending, and the path forward for Pi-coin could be much more challenging. In this more cautious scenario, Pi-coin fails to regain its footing after the recent downturn. Despite the hopes of its community, the price remains weak and struggles to attract new buyers. The price remains stagnant, unable to break through key resistance levels. Each attempt to rally is met with selling pressure, and the excitement that once surrounded the project begins to fade. Development delays continue to plague the project, with promised features and updates arriving late or not at all. The community grows impatient and some early supporters begin to lose faith, moving on to other opportunities in the crypto space. The price gradually declines and Pi-coin risks fading into obscurity, remembered only as a project that couldn't quite deliver on its ambitious promises. Of course, these are just two possibilities among many. The future is never set in stone, and the story of Pi-coin is still being written. The future of Pi-coin is uncertain, shaped by countless variables and decisions yet to be made. Only time will tell which path it will ultimately follow. It depends on a multitude of factors, including market sentiment, technological advancements, regulatory developments, and the ability of the Pi network team to deliver on their promises. For now, all eyes remain on Pi-coin, waiting to see which future will unfold. Pi-coin is at a crossroads. The recent price drop is a wake-up call. It really highlights the risks and uncertainties associated with this young cryptocurrency. Before investing in Pi-coin, it's crucial to do your research. Understand the project's goals, technology, and challenges. Be aware of the risks involved and don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Here are some key takeaways. Pi-coin's price is volatile. It has experienced both surges and crashes. The recent token unlock and broader market trends have contributed to the price decline. Technical analysis provides some insights, but the future remains uncertain. Expert opinions are divided, reflecting the project's potential and risks. The Pi-coin community is vocal, expressing both hope and frustration. The future of Pi-coin is unwritten. It's up to each individual to decide whether to invest or not. Weigh the potential rewards against the inherent risks. What do you think about Pi-coin? Do you believe in its long-term prospects, or are you skeptical of its claims? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's discuss the future of Pi-coin together.